So, this is the Aipas A2 Elite Dot. Now, I'll be getting further into the specifications of this e-bike later on in the video, but essentially, the Aipas A2 Elite is a Class 3 e-bike, and what that means is that it can get up to 28 miles per hour with pedal assist. Now, this e-bike does have a throttle, and it is useful. However, the speed when using just the throttle is limited at 17.5 miles per hour. So, just know that if you're expecting to buy this e-bike and you're planning on using throttle only, you will not be able to get it to that full 28 miles per hour. And that's actually something that you'd find with pretty much any other e-bike out there. The good news, though, is to get up to the full 20 miles per hour, you don't have to actually pedal that hard. So, it's really more just like moving your legs in the pedaling form. Simply pedal lightly, and then the bike will pick up the rest. Now, unboxing the Aipas A2 Elite was simply a breeze. The bike is mostly pre-assembled in the box, and that's especially impressive, considering the box itself really isn't even that large. But overall, it really took me barely any time from unboxing the bike to actually being able to ride it. For what this is, and for what it does, it's totally fine when it comes to the quality. The most important concern that I had prior to getting this e-bike is that I don't want to be riding at 28 miles per hour on a bike that feels like it's about to fall apart. Now, of course, I always wear a helmet, but at the same time, I don't want the bike to fall apart while riding it. And thankfully, that's not a concern either with this. The frame itself is super sturdy. It's also really strong too. And even the grip on the handlebar and the quality of the seat, all of that is really good quality. There are some bonus features with this e-bike that especially stand out. In addition to it being a Class 3, the first thing is it comes with a cargo rack pre-installed. That's really nice. It's really convenient too that I don't have to actually install that after the fact. It also comes with mud guards or fenders pre-installed as well. You actually get a 7-speed gear shifter for the wheel on the rear. That's really impressive too. Now, honestly, I have not really needed to use the gear shifter at all, just because the e-assist seems to take care of everything anyway. But there might be certain situations, especially in extremely hilly places, where that could come in handy for you. We're also getting a horn, turn signals, a headlight, and this bike also has suspension for the front wheel. Now, even though these tires do feature an on-road, off-road design to them, with them being a bit larger, I definitely wouldn't recommend taking this mountain biking. If you're going on a dirt path that's pretty flat, you'll be fine. But definitely for things like mountain biking, this bike is not adequate for that. I definitely would not use this for mountain biking at all, especially from a safety perspective. What's going on, everyone? I'm riding the Aipas H2 Elite e-bike, and this bike has been a ton of fun so far. Really been liking it. And even the ride itself is very smooth too, with that extra enhanced suspension. It's really nice to get outside and feel the air. So, as you probably noticed, the Aipas A2 Elite is indeed a folding e-bike, and that's a really convenient feature to have. In fact, the e-bike actually shows up in the box folded, so you have to unfold it to set it up, but it's really intuitive. Let me now show you how to fold the Aipas A2 Elite. Now, the first thing you're going to do is lower the handlebars. So grab onto here, pull that out, and then just like that, you can now fold down the handlebars. And then on the other side of the bike, you'll see a lever here. Slide it in the direction of open, and now release that. And then conveniently on the frame, you can actually hold on right here, and then simply collapse the bike. Oops, there we go. And then from there, if you want to collapse it even more, you could also lower the seat. But you can easily take the bike in this form factor and then put it in your car. And then to refold the e-bike, it's pretty simple. Just grab onto it like this, make sure it's completely in the unfolded position, then take the lever and snap it in. Then take the handlebar, fold it up, and lock that in, and then you're all good to go. Now, I know I already mentioned earlier in the video that this bike is very sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart at all or anything like that when you're riding it. And that's especially impressive considering the bike itself can actually collapse.